welcome to Eggman's latest project, the X Zone. So, this isn't a proper zone, but rather a boss rush. But not of this game's bosses. We've got the first boss from Sonic 1 here, however he's got fewer hits on him. I've mentioned before that I actually have trouble with the first boss in Sonic 1, but not here. He has too little health for my impatience to bite me in the ass, so I can defeat him with ease. Drill Tank from Sonic 2 is much the same. Fewer hits, however he does still have his gimmick where he will launch his drill before his final hit, but if you've played Sonic 2 you probably remember that, so even easier than the first one. Well, I mean, if Wrecking Ball had the same amount of health it does in Sonic 1, it would be harder. Anyway, unfortunately for some reason, Sonic 3 doesn't get any representation. I guess because it's already perfect, so it doesn't need to be in another game. Instead, we have the normal final boss of the game. So, Eggman and his weird roulette mech. He's got 4 attacks. He's got a bouncing ball, stay close to him for that one. If his wheel doesn't stop spinning, then he's going to try to ram you, like that. He's got 2 other attacks, one of which is pretty easy to react to, but the other one a little less so. The main problem with this boss is pretty much just the fact that you only ever get a split second to react to anything Eggman does, except for the hand. You want to lead the hand in a direction, try to, like, jump just before it attacks so that it doesn't hit you. But unlike the other attacks, you actually get the chance to look at the hand and think, ah, I need to dodge it like this, and then do so, unlike every other attack, which happens immediately. And then he's got a laser, which is also a split second, but you can duck or jump over it, so as long as you commit to one, you're good. So I guess, in general, it's probably better to duck in this battle, since that'll also help you avoid the balls, except also Eggman can ram you, so really, this battle is just a pain because it's so easy for Eggman to hit you. In addition, if you don't know, Sonic's rings always bounce to the left when you get hit, so if you want to play this battle safe, only ever try to attack him when he's on the right side, because if you try to attack him and get hit when you're on the left, well, yeah, you might end up losing your last ring, and that would not be good for this fight. But that's Eggman over and done with, as is X Zone. However, if you've completed the game with all characters, and you got all the Chaos Emeralds, and you're playing as Sonic after you do all that, Sonic will transform into Super Sonic even though he only has 22 rings. And so begins the true final boss of the game on the Moon Zone. Alright, cool background, and also a pretty good intro. We actually get a warning for this boss. That doesn't usually happen in this game. The boss itself is kinda lackluster though. Your biggest obstacle in this fight is when Eggman tries to capture you in a Pokeball. That is pretty much the most ring-consuming thing that Eggman can do, because of course, if you've not played Super Sonic before, Super Sonic is invincible, however he drains rings every second. Once he hits 0, Sonic turns back to normal and dies on the moon. That being said though, as long as you hit the Pokeballs you can get some rings back. This is your only source of rings, but don't try grinding them. Really, they're just there to bolster you as you try to attack Eggman's head, which is a small target on this robot. But it is better to make sure you focus on actually destroying the Pokeballs, because if you don't, and they hit you, yeah, that's the biggest drain on ring. The lasers or getting smacked by his mech are not big deals. That just wastes a second or two, at most. But you get rings back from the Pokeballs, so if you need to focus on anything other than the head, focus on those. Otherwise, though, yeah, that's the Moon Zone. That's super easy. It's certainly no Doomsday Zone, that's for sure. It's got an okay song, but again, no Doomsday Zone. So with that done, we get this excellent scene. Like, dang, that's some good sprite work. And apparently Sonic has been in space for a few days? Okay, but there were no rings on the moon other than what Eggman dropped. Where did you get more rings, Sonic? Have you just been circling the moon for days? Did you take Eggman back with you because he'd also die up there? Oh, there's a flash of lights. Tails goes to investigate. And now we go sepia tone. I Guess that's a Sonic 2 reference? And Tails finds that Sonic has burnt up in the atmosphere. Look at him go. He's just falling straight down. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh geez, don't know how I did disintegrate in the atmosphere. I mean, thanks for playing. Congratulations. Anyway, I did disintegrate, but I kinda wish I did with all the pain I'm in right now. And with the start of a really good song, like dang, this is a pretty good credit song, that is the end of Sonic Advance. So yeah, I've mentioned the problems of the game repeatedly already. Not a lot of screen real estate, and also, Dibs can be unforgiving and cruel with their everything placement, with their jump placement, with their enemy placement, with their obstacle placement. All of that can be super rude, especially later in the game. But other than that, like, Sonic Advance is just a really solid Sonic game. It works a little bit different from the classic series, like, physics-wise, but it still works really well. I like playing as all the characters, especially nowadays. I used to not like playing as Amy, but you know what? She's actually pretty fun. I like her. And other than that, like, some pretty solid level themes. Like, they're not the most creative, but they are so well drawn and put together that they end up becoming extremely good. Like, I mentioned before, hey, Ice Mountain, very basic zone name, but that stage is gorgeous and the music's fantastic. So, like, if you were just looking at the themes of Sonic Advance, you know, you might be like, that seems okay, but maybe it's not great. But no. Sprite work in this game is fantastic. Do not pass up Sonic Advance. It is the most basic of the Sonic Advance games, but I think that's fine. It plays mostly pretty well till you get to the end. But it's got such lovely songs and stage backgrounds and tile sets that, you know what? It's just real good. I can't dislike it. It is just a solid Sonic game. In fact, of the 3 Sonic Advance games, it was probably my most go-to one. But that's enough about that. This has been Sonic Advance. I've been Fefner, and I'll see you next time for Whatever I Do Next. In this case, the Whatever I Do Next is one bonus episode. There is bonus content, which may surprise you, but it is going to be there, unfortunately.